Today's Thursday. It's often called Maundy Thursday because one of the key teachings introducing the day of Maundy Thursday is a new commandment. Jesus says in John 13 to his apostles, "A new commandment I give to you, that as I have loved you, so you are to love one another." If Wednesday was seen as a day of rest and recovery, Thursday must certainly be seen for its spiritual battles and significance. Not only is there further teaching, this is the final teaching that Jesus will give before the crucifixion. But then there are certain displays. They're going to eat the Passover meal together. John and Peter have been sent ahead to prepare, and the upper room is ready. And as they come together, Jesus, the King of glory, kneels before each of these men, and he washes their feet. Peter is one who cries, "No, Lord, you can't wash my feet." And he says, "But Peter, unless I wash you, you have no part with me." And Peter goes on to say, "Not my feet, but all of me, Lord." And Jesus says, "For now your feet is enough." But it was given to remind us that there is no cleansing apart from the work of Jesus in our lives. As the evening goes on, he predicts Peter's denial. He tells him before the rooster crows, 3 times you're going to deny me. As they're passing the cup around the table, he even tells them that, in fact, one who is at the table with me, who dips his hand in the cup, he will betray me. And at the end of the supper, he institutes the Lord's Supper. He takes the unleavened bread as a reminder of the power of sin and the pervasive nature of sin, and how we needed a sacrifice that was unblemished and pure, undefiled, untainted. And he takes the cup and he reminds them of the blood sacrifice that was necessary. And instead of reminding them of the Exodus, he is showing his apostles, he's showing you and I, that he himself has become the final sacrificial lamb. Not the lamb that would die once a year, but the lamb that would die once for all. In the most extensive treatment of Maundy Thursday, in John's Gospel, it goes from John 13 to John 18. We also find the high priestly prayer, where we're reminded that Jesus prays not only for those that are there, but also for you and for me, as those who have heard and believed because of the testimony of the apostles. After dinner that night, after it was all over, they went out and they went to the Mount of Olives to a garden. They went to Gethsemane. It was a small garden at the foot of the Mount of Olives, and there they prayed. In fact, Jesus came to them and said, "Keep watch with me." And he goes on a little further past his disciples, and he prays. And he prays, "Father, if there be any way, let this cup, the cup of God's wrath towards sin, not the power of Satan, not the cup of human flesh or human will, but the cup of God's wrath. If there be any way, Father, let this cup pass from me." And each time, Jesus' resolve is, "Nevertheless, not my will, but yours be done." So he finishes praying, he goes, he finds his apostles yet asleep yet again. He wakes them. And he is there in the garden waiting because the serpent is about to strike. In fact, you can almost see the lights, the torches of the guard that's coming to seize Jesus, snaking their way through the paths, coming to lay hold of him. Judas is with them this time, and he betrays his master with a kiss. That betrayal, many would think, signified the end. But Jesus went willingly, and he is on his way now to Golgotha, to Calvary, because there he will become the Lamb of God who takes away the sin of the world. Maundy Thursday is a day for us to remember the spiritual battle, the readiness, the all the significance, all the things that Jesus has done to deliver us from our sin. It's a day for us to be reminded of this commandment, to love one another, even as He has loved us. I hope today you spend much time in God's Word, reflecting on the laying down of the life of the Son of God for you and for me.